had the determination, had the wherewithal to do certain things and make decisions.
If you list all the great players you've signed here at Manchester United over the last 20 years, and you've signed some magical players, and you've had a few duffs as well, haven't you, along the way, because everybody does. But
not many.
not many, all right, not many. But where would he rank in the echelon of it? I mean, as far as the best one you've signed, the second?
Well, in terms of ability, he wasn't the best player. But in terms of influence, he was the best player. So you've got to understand what I mean by that. That there's certain people, and it's in life actually, do well because of a certain determination, a fire in their stomach that gets them there.
Yeah.
Brian Robson had it with Aberdeen, with Willie Miller. Fantastic. He was the nub of the Aberdeen team. Robson was the nub of the team I had inherited when I came here, and Keane was the nub of the team from then on to when they arrived at the club. Fantastic influence, determination to win, fire, everything you would expect. I see myself. And that's why I always say that is the best player. There's a bit of certain pride in that, and I think that most managers like to see themselves on the pitch.
Yeah.
You know, and then the Keane certainly saw parts of me, you know, like that, like Robson and Miller.
Desire.
Yeah. No, we're through a certain, I wouldn't say limited ability, that's not true, that the good ability, but not the ability of a Cantona or a Giggs or a Scholes, but they can take themselves above that because they've got that drive to get there and the ambition to get there. I mean, in sprint sessions, Roy was not the quickest player by any manner of means, but you put a ball there, he'd be the quickest to the ball, you know. So it's just down to that.
Who would be the best player in terms of talent that you've signed? You know, pure instinctive footballing brain talent.
Ronaldo takes some beat now.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, Rooney, fantastic players.
Cantona would be up there.
Cantona without question, absolutely. It's, you know, you hope, you wish, as I said, I wish I'd get Robson when he was 22, you know. I wish I'd get Cantona when he was 21, 22, you know. But they weren't the mature years, but they gave what they had. They gave you more than a young player can give you, because they gave you that authority and experience what older players can give you. When Eric came, he brought that calmness to the proceedings. He walked onto that pitch, he turned that collar up, he told everybody, I'm here.
Like a bullfighter, wasn't he? Like a matador.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And a fantastic ego from, you know. Another problem, I love people's egos, because the only thing a person with an ego can do is to make sure they're good all the time. You know, make sure they win all the time, because that satisfies their own ego. So he had a wonderful ego that way, Eric, but he was a really down-to-earth lad too.
I interviewed him once. I couldn't believe how down-to-earth he was.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And he was a man of the people too. He was working class roots there, you know. And,
turned up in an old Peugeot to the interview. I was expecting him to come in a Ferrari or something.
The best one was, you know, and that's what I'm saying about how you accept things as you change in life. You know, I got older, and this new world of players comes in with tattoos and all that nonsense, the long hair.
Earrings.
Anyway, we were at a civil dinner in Manchester Town Hall with the mayor and everyone, you know, everybody's there. And the players are there in their blazing flannels. And the big man comes in with an Indian jacket on. And every head in that room turned to me. So,
what's he going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I like, God's sake. And he comes back, evening boss. You know, and I'm going, evening.
You bottled it.
I was absolutely melted. In front of everybody, there were 300 people there. I said, what do I do here? The other players are loving it. They're absolutely loving it.
I bet they were.
The Indian jacket and, oh, Jesus, God, I couldn't believe it. That was Eric.
Do you think you've softened?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Softened. Maybe not if someone got my back up. I don't think
you can still go mad, I take it, yeah. I mean, you still throw the hairdryer. Is this a myth, or, I mean...
That's a myth.
Yeah.
You've got to deal with myth, and it's another thing, of course. I remember reading in an article in a newspaper, I gave it Maurice Watkins earlier, I says, can you do something about that? It was actually one of the quality papers, it was a Telegraph or something, it's one of the quality papers anyway, I can't remember which one. It said I used to go behind the stand at East Town and practice screaming.
Practice?
I said, they also don't know me, I don't need to practice it. But I was like, yeah, I said, Morris laughed at it, he says, you take that to court.
The judge will have a scream. Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to change, and what I think, and I see it happening with managers, because it's such a pressurised job, you know.
Mm.
And I remember one manager, who's a great man, he's dead now, never drank his life, ended up drinking a bottle a day.
Just the pressure of it got to him in the end. Yeah, yeah.
It can change you.
Yeah.
Management can change you. Sometimes for the good, sometimes not for the good.
And how do you think it's changed you over the years?
It's not changed me a lot in terms of my, I think my down to earth way, I don't think I've changed that much.
Yeah.
Although some people may say because you get a bit more wealth in your life and they see maybe a change, the quality of wine you drink or whatever. But I don't think that's down to your personality. No, I think you may as well enjoy yourself.
Sure.
When you have to enjoy yourself.
Yeah. You mentioned it earlier, the tattoos and the earrings and all. How do you cope with all that in modern players, the look of them and the way they dress? And I mean, do you
shake of the head now.
Is it?
Yeah. I think the most important thing as a manager, you keep your control of the football club. Keeping control is really my important issue. So, for instance, if someone encroaches on that control of mine, then that's a different issue altogether.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, they could be the most clean-cut person in the world. They don't need to have tattoos or...
No, but if they mess about outside, you're down on them, yeah.
If their training performances or their playing performances, their behaviour patterns change to a level that's interrupting your way of looking at a football club, you have to do something about that. Yeah, this is a big club. This is an important club. This is an important club to hundreds of thousands of fans. You know,
millions of pounds.
A lot of money involved too, but the most important thing is a lot of good people work here. They work hard, not just my football staff. You know, you've got Kathy there in the desk here. She's been
35 years she's been around, hasn't she?
Yeah, I know, she's fantastic. Lynn, my secretary, she's been my secretary for 19 years.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of people work hard here. They deserve to see a bit of humility in the place from the players. And in Maine, we're quite good at that.
These guys earning sort of £100,000 a week and all the rest of it, I mean, do they still treat you with a certain amount of awe? I mean, are they fearful of you these days? I mean, would you just put it that way?
I think we've a good balance.
Yeah.
I don't think there's the same fear. I think that maybe a wee bit more like...
respect.
Yeah, but the great uncle type thing, you know, because you get older and they can't believe them when you're 20 years, some of them say. You know,
just born, weren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nanny's 19, for instance. Yeah, so that is, I think they scratch their head at that because they don't, particularly the players from abroad, they're not used to having coaches that last more than 2 years or something. Yeah, of course they do.
Now, what about this season as a whole? I mean, you've often said, been quoted as saying that Europe was a great goal for you and you won it in 1999, but you've always felt that United, for the size of club they are and for your own ambitions, that you haven't won European trophies enough.
No, I agree with you.
And is this the remaining great ambition for you to win that yet again?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it has to be. I think that when I see all the great names up there who won the trophies, I don't think they've been any greater than us in the last few years.
No, but the Reals and the AC Milans, big clubs great clubs like yours, have won it more times, haven't they?
Yeah. And we should really be. And I've been in, I think it's 4 semi-finals I've played in now. I think it's 4 semi-finals.
Yeah. If you won the European Cup again, would that satisfy you? Would you wipe your hands and say, that's it, I've done it?
Well, you know, it's a difficult one because I'm enjoying it. I would probably enjoy it more if I won it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the time to go for me would be if I felt that my energies and my health weren't so great, you know. And I think when you and I get to this age, Desmond, I've got to bring you into this equation.
I know. Live for the day.
How would you put it? You're controlled by that decision about how your health is. You
Yes,
know what
absolutely.
I mean? Because you know you could wake up tomorrow and be ill, and pray the Lord, touch wood. It's not the case for either of us, but it's a fact of life. And because when you get to your 60s, it's not longer there. You're not in control of that. And age catches us all. But at the moment I feel good. Still doing a couple of sessions in the gym.
Every day?
No, just a couple of times during the week. My little fitness coach Mike Quigg is killing me, you know. He's loving it. And I think you have to keep doing that, keep on the top end of that, just make sure your fitness is good. And as long as that's the way it is,
that's great.
You'll be able to do an interview with me and send me another letter.
It's been a delight seeing you again.
Well,
thanks, Alex.
Pleasure. Okay, that was more than a bloody epic, that. Jesus Christ, that was 3 life stories in a...
I couldn't stop you. I couldn't stop you.
I know.